Welcome to the 19th session of the first party. Where we last left off, our heroes faced a giant dragon killed by Miriam herself and uncovered deep secrets and revelations about their families, Waterdeep, the cult, and what lies in store ahead. Though the road towards the end of the world isn't clear, our party is definitely on its track. And we join the party after the night passes from the 29th of Kythorn into the 30th of Kythorn, the last day before the day of the next full moon. Actions of the party as they get up from the tavern.
Magkakape si Gwen.
Coffee it is, noted.
Kape na rin. Kasi nagkakape rin ako.
As you gather yourself drinking coffee for the morning, you're faced with the heavy prospects of what lies ahead. A possible seeking out of Gwen's father, Mario Satterbrand, to answer some questions that they have. Or also to go follow Miriam's request to be their acting bodyguards during the wedding of the Adderbrands and the Helmfasts.
We really need to go there on that as bodyguards.
Ano?
Yung
Sinabi.
invitation niyo is yung public lang na invitation ni Miriam sa circus.
Okay,
Wala
okay.
kayong physical invitation.
Oh,
We've already decided that this is a trap, so I guess we just have to prepare what might happen, especially just us with Miriam alone.
I don't think she would be alone.
Yeah, I guess need to make sense. But I don't know, maybe. Well, the fake dresser that we fought was pretty alone, so maybe I don't know. I'm just saying things.
Ano yun? Lunch? Lunch. Tama ba? Afternoon yun? Or gabi? Sorry, hindi ko
Any time. anytime
Anytime daw
before the wedding.
kami punta.
Yep.
Well, we still haven't really investigated on the I don't know. Maybe that was an illusion or someone was pretending to be your sister, Gwen. We haven't touched on that yet.
Yeah. But that would only mean that someone knows that I'm the real me.
Oh.
Because no one would actually show up as my sister out of the blue.
Question. Does your sister knows about this version of you?
No, when I ran off 3 years ago, like my parents, I left her behind with just a note.
Oh.
Kamukha ba siya ni Gwen? From what the party can tell you, brown hair, black eyes.
Where do you think your sister would be right now, Gwen?
Most
Home.
likely home.
The same home as the fake Miriam?
Most likely.
I guess if possible you need to check her out.
You mean check up on her?
Yes.
Yes, Tata.
Do you have any other friends here? Alton.
I do, Tata. But is it safe to just approach them about it? I mean, they all know that I ran away and came back whenever fake me came back.
Do you not know any person that you really trust? You know? Or no?
Yung nanay niya.
And she's dead.
Oh, I'm sorry for bringing it up.
One person who knows that you're here and you're the real Miriam, right? And we already know she's setting a trap for us. So if you wanna go and serve as her bodyguard, I mean, at least we know that we're walking into a trap and somehow we'll be ready. And if you need to confront your dad, then posing as your bodyguard, I mean, the fake Miriam's bodyguard would be less suspicious. I mean, I'm pretty sure she already has her eyes on us, right?
That's right, Hiraya. Maybe we could try to distract her for the day? I mean, you guys to distract her for the day. And I could sneak out and try to talk to my sister or my father.
That's a great idea, but I don't think you're ready to take that risk. And you see a familiar figure join you at your table.
Am I imagining things, or do we see the same person?
Brilliant!
The one and only. It's been a while.
What are you doing in this place, Varithian?
Well, and then he looks at Hiraya. Let's just say I'm on Harper business. Listen, I only asked you to keep the gnome safe. I didn't think that this whole debacle will unfold. That's really kind of crazy if you think about it.
It's a very long story.
Well, do you know what happened to the gnome? It was a tragedy.
A tragedy indeed. And what a fortuitous coincidence that the people that I meet in the Quiet Nook are the very same people that are involved in such a overarching conspiracy. Isn't that right, Gwen? Then he does the air quotes thing as he says Gwen.
And I avoid his gaze like I look everywhere but him.
Oh, don't worry, dear. I knew the first day. I just wanted to give you space.
What?
The Harpers know everything. We still don't know where the Bakunawa cult is.
Oh yeah, forgot about those guys.
You're a Harper? Just to ask Varithian if he's a Harper. Well, yes. That's why I've given our good friend here a good word to Kella when you went to Yarter. What happened, by the way? What did Kella say?
She kind of called you a scoundrel.
I hate that bitch. Anyway, what are you guys up to now that everything's headed in a more let's say drastic place?
To go to the belly of the beast, I think. I mean, Gwen's the brain, so what she says goes.
What? Since when I have been the brain?
Well, you are a royalty.
Since you rolled that nat 20 on your investigation checks, shall we ask about Gwen's father and sister? You want to ask about the Adderwords?
That would be helpful if you know some information.
Well, Maris has been ruling from his quarters. I'm afraid that he is sick for some reason, and Miriam has taken her stead. Well, what we think Miriam is. Adine, I don't think that child has been outside since forever. Well, that's what I hear anyway. I'm here for catering, if you remember, quote unquote.
So Adi hasn't been out of the castle?
I'm afraid so.
Then it's definitely not her we saw.
Well, I should also ask, among the two cursed people in your party, did you ever figure out who was the were-tiger?
And then we suddenly look at Hiroki.
Oh, well, that's rather on the nose. Well, then how about you? Did you figure out your curse? And he looks at Rex.
What? What curse?
I assumed you all had it sorted out after going to Bryn Shander.
What do you mean?
You see, I'm not much of a cleric, but I can divine, and I've sensed that both of you have curses. You two, at least.
I'm just stunned due to the information that you've given.
Well, if you haven't figured that out yet, well, it's better if you find a cleric that can remove that curse for you. I can't do it though.
Is it dangerous? This curse of mine?
No, it's a curse of the mind, as far as I can tell.
Your amnesia.
Yeah, I'm just trying to pretend na ano. I'm just in denial. That's what Rex gonna do. I don't think I don't need some treatment, I guess. I don't know. And I'm just having double doubts.
Well, if you ever do get curious, it's best to see a cleric.
Well, do you know any clerics that you...
You're in Waterdeep. It's the biggest city
Oh
in
shit.
the continent.
But I don't know who to trust.
Well, it's not a matter of trust, really. It's more of like a matter of service, like paying a doctor to fix your illness or something.
Thanks.
Well, it's fine, but just keep that in the back of your head. Anyway, I am off to secure positions. The Harpers have an interest in the Adderbrant family, and if, as the kids say, shit goes down, we would I like to be at the forefront of it, just to keep the shit at bay. Pun intended, of course. Then he pushes himself off the table, pushing his chair back, and goes, "Well, it's been nice meeting you. I hope you are still alive by the end of everything." Then he walks away.
What an odd little fellow. We forgot to tell him about what we should do with the invitation. Crap.
Okay, I'll go after him.
So you run up to him, and he notices you immediately. And yes.
Since you mentioned about a cleric, do you know someone that you can recommend for a cleric for Rex?
I'm sure there's a cleric of Ow here somewhere.
Okay, I think that's all we need to know. And also, I have another question. Like, what shall we do about the invitation? Like,
Well, if you were to ask me, that is obviously a death trap. So, either you can go sneakily about it, or just face it head on. I don't see. Maybe Gwen has a way.
all right. So, by the way, where are you staying in case we need your help?
My friend, you do not find Verithian. Verithian finds you. Yeah, farewell.
Oh, cool. Okay, thanks. I'll go back to the party now. So, bumalik na ako dun sa party.
Obviously, if we're gonna accept the invitation, we'll probably be at your castle, right, Gwen?
Yes.
Okay. So assuming we're going there, do you know any secret entrances or exits, just in case we might have a pickle?
Well, yes.
I'm game whichever you guys want to do. I mean, which route or method you wanna go to?
You need to buy poison. Tingin lang bumili, di ba? Bibili si Ulset, sabi niya.
Yes.
Sige.
Ayun lang, shopping galore.
Wala bang marites dito?
Pwede kang makikimarites.
Magtanong tayo sa mga animals.
Actually, yeah, pwede yan. Pwede
Let's
yan,
find the
actually.
dog.
Roll for perception. Oof, malas doon. You know what? Tutulong si Ulseth. Para may
Perception
silbi rin
ako!
ka.
Perception, di ba?
Perception.
O
oh.
roll, basta roll ka lang.
Ayun! Ba't
Ay,
naka-whisper
ba't
si
na GM?
Tata?
Sorry.
Okay lang yan. 23. With a 23, anong hayop yung hinahanap mo?
Kahit anong animal ba?
Ibon, mga ganon.
Kung anong common sa Waterdeep.
Ano bang common sa Waterdeep?
Isda.
Merong isda, merong aso, merong pusa, merong
Pusa.
Pusa,
Ibon,
maganda yung
Pusa
pusa.
na, pusa.
Meowpin. Let's go.
Eventually, you find a black tabby cat strutting by the streets.
In my mind, I'm just looking at, Hiraya? What?
Hiraya looks at the black tabby cat, and the black tabby cat looks at Hiraya. Perfect reflection.
Oh, tabi-tabi cat.
Si Gwen
Or
yung
si-
makakasalita, di ba?
Yes.
I have beast kinemer. May beast sense
Oh.
din ako kasi pero go Gwen.
Bigyan yun ng foods daw.
Eh, action naman
Drive.
ako until now. So, ayun. Pwede ako magbigay.
I guess animal handling, go. With advantage, roll kung sino bibigay ng pagkain. 20. Alright. It works. At the cat goes and then kind of sneaks up to the rations on the floor and nibbles on it and immediately goes as it rubs itself on Rex's leg.
Hello, little buddy. Hey, Gwen, go.
Okay, Miss Cat. Can I ask you a question?
What question? Oh, ritual. Kaso kasas ritual, it's basically the same as casting pero libre. So I guess pareho kayo ni Gwen makakakausap sa...
Sige, go.
Dalawa kayo
Hiraya, help
tag
me.
team kayo.
Usap. Meow, 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 meow.
So, Mr. Tabby Cat, I wanted to ask you about the Adderbrants. You know, that big house over there that I point.
It nods.
Have you been inside?
The cat nods.
Have you seen a young girl about this tall? Tas describe ko si Adi. And she used to run around in the gardens. Have you seen her?
The cat purrs a bit and goes, yes, 3.
3?
Yes, 3 girls.
3 girls. Do they all look the same?
Yes,
Okay, as far as I can remember, we don't have any triplets in the family.
food.
Oh, Rex, give him food.
Okay. I'll give you little buddy. Ah. You like it?
Yes.
Good boy.
How about this older person? He used to go in the courtyard and orders a bunch of people around.
Old man with magic man in tower. And then the cat looks at the giant Archmage tower.
Oh, okay. Sino pa bang pwede ko ano pa bang pwede ko i-ask?
But magic man go away, but bald man stay inside.
Psst, psst.
Yes, Tata?
Ask about 3 people. People that are trees. Ask.
Mr. Cat,
Yes.
have you seen like trees move around, like tree people?
Tree. Magic man smells like tree. The 3 girls also smell like tree sometimes.
Oh,
Ooh. Holy fuck.
does he know what magic man looks like? Ay, sorry. Ano sinabi niya, di ba may kalbo? Tapos, sino yung kalbo?
Kalbong tata ni Gwen.
So, yung kalbo, hindi na siya lumabas?
Yes.
Yung magic man yung umalis.
Yes.
Is Magic Man tall?
Magic man tall.
And he smells like tree, di ba?
Yes. Gwen, you know that this cat is probably alluding to the Archmage of Waterdeep, the most powerful sorcerer in the city. It's changed from time to time, dependent on who is the most powerful magic user in the city, and has close ties to the nobility. It's basically their quote-unquote superhero.
Baka parang Merlin nila.
Parang Merlin.
So,
Parang local Merlin.
pinapasa
ganun.
yung mantle, ganon.
Pinapasa yung mantle.
Ay,
Do you know what a lion is? No! Big cat, but brown. Oh! Big cat, but brown. Like, circus.
Yes.
Like, circus bird bear.
Di ba may misty visions ako, Bapin?
Yep.
I can cast silent image at will. So pinakita ko yung look ng isang leonin. Related sa question ni, what do you call this? Ni Hiraya. If may nakikita mo siyang ganyan.
Oh!
Similar.
Big house lady.
When she arrived,
Years ago, when I was kitten.
the big house lady smell like.
Like, and the cat can't think of something to compare it to.
Is it like meat? Like magic?
Like you, but stronger.
you mean to say that your father is missing, quote unquote, and the magic man could be one of our enemies too because he smells like tree. Do I smell like tree? Then I lean closer to Hiraya. Ay, oo nga, itanong niyo sa pusa ko, kaamoy ko.
The two of you ask the cat this. The cat smells that and goes, smell like tree.
And I let them ask about the werewolf. Just to be cautious. Like if there are other werewolf.
What is werewolf?
And then I used my cast image and then I also used my... Basta yung amoy rin ng werewolf ipaparelease ko rin.
Dog, pig, rat, big cat. Many.
Oh no.
In city.
Oh,
Oh,
my
no.
fucking god. Wala, GG na tayo. Wala na.
Treatment pala tayo.
No more question. I go bye-bye.
What's your name?
I am cat.
Okay, I gave another portion of my rations
The
as
cat
a farewell.
eats it. You do not know if the cat is allergic to nuts. And the cat
Oh my
walk
fucking
away.
Heal! Just to heal!
Suntukin mo yung...
Sutukin.
And then I suddenly think of nuts. Oh fuck! Hey, there might be a good chance that a cat is allergic to nuts. So Tata, just to maybe you could heal it. Just in case.
It's not yet dying.
Hintayin natin yung reaction.
We're gonna see it suffer. Oh no!
I can punch it now if you want.
You punch the cat and the cat bursts more into life. And then the cat turns around and says, "Meow." But the Hiraya and the Gwen hear, "Thank you." But the crowd goes, "What the fuck? Why did you just punch a cat? What the fuck? That freak just punched a cat! Whoa, what the fuck?"
We all pretend that nothing happened and walk away.
Classic
Pwede
D&D
na bang
party.
mag-shopping?
Shopping time.
Shopping time. Ay, saan yung bahay nila Gandita dito?
Sa may south, malapit sa docks. What does the party do in the meantime?
Saan ba yung shoppingan?
Shoppingan,
Malayo.
dito, mas marami kang makukuha sa trades ward, pero mga diskartidor at manloloko ang nandito.
Gwen just looks from afar. Gwen looks at her house and is like, namimiss ko
Gusto na niya
umuwi.
humiga sa malambot niyang kama.
You can also investigate and ask people for information. I will say if idadaan nyo sa, oh my god, meron ba kayong nalalaman siya? Para kung gaganunin nyo, pwede kayong mag-roll ng investigation, pero instead na intelligence, charisma yung gagamitin. Gwen takes her friends through the city as she tours them through her home. As they do so, they buy stuff and get prepared for the trials that lay ahead of them. What does the party buy, prepare, meet, investigate, ganun?
Poison.
Okay, let's see. Poison. Meron silang basic poison.
Ay, basic lang. Di ba pwedeng ihalo na lang ni Ulset yung natirang poison sa basic para mas poisonous na siya?
I'm gonna say if ihahalo niya, meron siyang enough, hindi siya as potent as the usual poison niya, pero makaka-additional. Okay, usually yung poison damage niya 76, pero kung with sa natirang poison magiging 1d6. Kung hahaluin ng yung old poison niya sa bagong basic poison, magiging 1d8 ang damage. If that makes sense.
Ibibili si Gwen ng poison arrow.
Pwede kayong bumili ng poison. Ilang arrow na lang yung natira sa'yo. That should be 20 pa rin, di ba? Kasi kaka-restock mo lang. So that means sa basic poison, pwede kang maglagay ng 3 pieces ng ammunition na may poison sa basic poison. So, with that, kung i-quote mo lahat ng arrows mo, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 7 vials of basic poison yung kukunin mo. Which is a total of 700 gold pieces. 100 gold pieces for a vial of poison, by the way.
Nag-isip ako.
Habang nag-iisip si Tata, kung may gusto kayong i-investigate dyan, go for it.
Ay, naka-advantage ako.
I'll just take the first number. 15. Okay. With your intelligence, you ask around and you know that you start hearing stories of the Archmage in Waterdeep going to a distant city in the east called Helgebal. No one knows the reason why he's in Helgebal, but he is in Helgebal right now. They assume it's business.
Bili akong vinegar. Ewan bakit?
Bakit?
Kasi weak ang plant sa vinegar. Para sure. Tapos kung hindi naman kumana, isasaboy natin sa mukha ni Lilian.
Tagin.
Isang bote lang. Para sure.
Alright. You buy...
Kano ba yun? Ano ba yan?
tingnan
Pwede lang
natin.
nakawin ko na lang.
Pwede mong nakawin ulit.
Wala yung suka nila sa inyo. Wala bang pagbabago sa sa mga god sa sa Wadi?
Gods? No. Merong rumors ng cult.
Yun na lang tanong natin.
Sige, sinong magro-roll ng investigation this time? Investigation pero yung charisma yung i-add imbes na intelligence. Wow. Cult.
Bob.
Merong
Bobo
cult.
talaga ni Tot.
Yakult yan.
Bad.
Yakult.
Yakult.
Hindi pwedeng magtanong about the helm fast. Saan ba ang saan ba ang bahay ng
Hemfast is in
Hemfast
the
dito?
North Ward.
Pop.
Gusto, you visit a cleric of Au. This halfling cleric approaches you and goes, and he sees Justo's necklace first and foremost and goes, "A brother in the faith." They bow. What can I help you with? Anything, brother?
Do you know something about lifting curses?
I can remove curses. Yes.
I do an uwu face. Tapos alam mo yung finger crossing. Um, apparently I have a curse and I just know about it. So if possible, it would be greatly appreciated if you help me with this condition.
All right. As you say this, brother, we require a payment of tithes for our services.
Of course, wink.
We have a small request of a payment of 50 gold pieces for our services, sir.
I'm just sad deep inside because I lost some of my money.
As the cleric searches your mortal body for a curse, you notice that there is an ailment congealed in your mind. It appears that someone has casted a powerful mind spell on you. This is very hard. So, do you wish for me to pull out the curse so that the memory can play in front of you?
Yeah. I just want to get this over with.
Do you know of anyone who has possibly casted you with a spell? It's a very fickle spell. Do great wrong in the wrong hands.
I have no idea. I just found this out like literally moments ago.
Let me reverse the modify memory. As the memory unfolds, your mind clears and you are transported back to your memory of the ship. When Miriam was killing your mother, she did not slit her throat. She cut off her earring, her pearl earring. Because of this, you realize that the pearl all along was not with the clam. It was with your mother, who has been protecting it all this time. You watch her fight off Miriam with her own magical capabilities. And you realize that your mother is not just simply some captain. She is a cleric of the sea. You've heard stories of this. People, sailors, that have a deep connection to the sea, to the waters, and whose devotion to the deep fuels their faith. As your mother loses this fated battle, you are knocked to the side as Miriam steals the pearl and dives into the ocean as you head careening for the whirlpool. Thundel goes, "Boy, we're not gonna survive both of this. At the end of that whirlpool is a great kraken. Do you understand this?" You failed to reply. "I cannot have you die because I let you go with me, and I also can't let that woman go. So let me do this instead." As her last acts, she casts Sanctuary. Instead of herself, she wills it to be on you, protecting you from the harrowing death that comes with the whirlpool. "I don't have enough magic to cast it on myself. Take care of my child. I do not wish to bear this heavy memory on you, so I will change everything you know. Just know that the pearl is with that traitor, and with that traitor is a very powerful thing that can bring the end of the world. That is what you will remember after everything. Not my death, not my sacrifice." And then she starts singing a beautiful melody that seems to calm you in the midst of the storm of the whirlpool. And as the ship sinks in, it is not only you that sinks with the ship. It is the both of you. However, she does not survive, but you do. And at the very end of the whirlpool, you see a great kraken who opens its great eye and blesses you with a power that you have been wielding for so long. And that's the memory.
As Rex was regaining those memories, his eyes kind of zoned out, and then until the memory finished, his eyes began to tear.
As you leave crying, we join back to the fun shopping activities. Let's go! As you spend time together in the city, Ulseth looks at you and goes, "Remember how when you first got here, I had to teach you everything?
Yes.
Nothing is just amazing that you're more of a hero than me now."
That's what happens when you leave someone so suddenly. They have to grow up, right?
I just wish I could be more of service. Then he nods, and you go on with your merry ways.
Kung hindi tayo bibili, magtanong-tanong na lang tayo kung saan may kulto. Pwede ba mag-try ako ulit investigation as a bobo?
Sure.
Pwede na bang mag-bardic inspiration ng instinct? Tangina, bobo talaga si Tata.
Abot pa hindi.
So, 7, ganun.
7 pa rin. Gwen, as you lead in asking people around, you know 5 things. 1, the Archmage has not been himself. 2, the Archmage went to Helgebal, the city.
Gibal.
This city is a city in the east. It's a city on top of a hill, and Helgebal. Wait, ito-type ko sa chat. Helgebal. 3rd, the Elven nobles, the Elven noble family of Gilra, headed by Leonthorn, is visiting for the wedding, and is now currently staying at the ano bang tawag dito? Currently staying at the Adderbrent residence. You know Leon Thorne to be the elven prince that gifted Kelten Taker the green wormling. 4th, you know that a huge building has been constructed for the wedding and is somewhere near Mount Waterdeep. 5th thing, you definitely know that you definitely garner that Marius is definitely in the Archmage Tower.
Chism. So I tell that to the guys and girls of the group. Guys, ito na yung Chism.
That's all you garner.
Puntahan ba natin siya? Mataas ba yun? Mahirap ba siya akyatin?
Pwede siyang akyatin, pwede siyang mag-sneak, pwede kang mag-sneak sa loob. Depende sa'yo.
Okay, let's go there. I'm up for it if you guys want it.
Paano natin mas-sneak?
May mas many faces naman ako if ever.
Meron pa kayong yung axe shard tsaka yung dagger shard na pwedeng gawing You hold the dagger and you morph into this image as you and your party approach the tower. The guards come up to you and go, Archmage, is everything all right in Helgebal?
Yes. Everything is all right.
That's fine. All right, sir. Then one of the guards does a salute. The other guard goes, about the favor, sir. About the favor of that. Did you get me that painting you promised for my family?
Yes. That painting. It's with one of my companions, not the ones I'm currently
Roll for
with.
persuasion. Ano yung rest back ni Gwen para may magka-bardic inspiration si rest back ni Tata para magka-bardic inspiration si Gwen?
Mag-sneeze ka tapos may sabihin ka after mag-sneeze.
Haching!
That works. Okay, Gwen, roll for persuasion with bardic inspiration D8. Tama, di ba? D8? Oh, roll isang D8. /R space D8. That's enough. And he goes, all right, sir, go on ahead. And he opens the door to the tower.
What painting was he talking about? I turned to Tata.
I'm not from here.
You go
We
up
don't
the
have
flight of
paintings.
stairs, spiraling along the tower. The tower is surrounded by more paintings of seas, skies, bugs, the moon. And eventually you get to the top. Wait, all of the paintings are still from the brush, by the way. Eventually, you get to the top. And up there, you see, chained, is Marius and Alvin.
Baka may bantay na secret.
Justo, you definitely detect that there are traces of abjuration magic right somewhere between the stairs. An alarm spell has probably been triggered.
Aragoy.
Oh no. Wait, sabihin mo na.
Okay, we need to get them.
As you look at them, they're barely conscious, save for Marius, who, as soon as noticing you, goes, "Who are you?"
I immediately take off my disguise.
Miriam, Miriam. Kind of as soon as you appear as Miriam, he kind of backs away. No, please.
No,
I
father,
meant to
it's
tell you.
me.
I meant to tell you who
Father,
your father was. Please forgive me.
father, it's all right. I'm here now. We need to get you out of
Weren't
here.
weren't
There's
you
been a
angry at me?
there. The guards are gonna. It's all in the past now, father. Please.
Gwen, why don't you say a special memory with your father para malalaman ng father mo na ikaw talaga yan?
As far as you can tell, Rex, Marius thinks that Eliana is the real Gwen.
What?
What's up with crazy fathers in this fucking session?
That's why he's
Let's
scared.
go.
No, father, it's me. I'm not here to hurt
No,
you.
no,
First medyo muna.
you're with the brush. You're with the brush. As you approach their chains, you notice that both of them have bite marks on the back of their neck.
Oh my fucking god. Wala na. GG guys. Next session na. Charot. What the fuck?
I'm gonna kill that bitch.
Di ba alam na nila na I guess alarm triggered yung may alarm. So kailangan na talaga nating tumas. Pwede bang ano bang itsura nung chain?
The chain is iron
Pero nakaano siya sa
Why iron?
sa bato.
Sa bato. Pwede ko bang masya-shatter ko ba yun from the chain, yung pinag-chainan?
Yes.
I mean yung connection ng
But
chain.
that also means pakakawalan mo yung dalawang werewolves na to.
Akala ko ba hindi na sila werewolves? Eh di ba itatakas natin sila?
Hindi sila werewolves ngayon, pero bukas
Ngayon.
magiging werewolves.
Eh di tatali natin sila ulit. Kaya nga yung chain yung tatanggalin.
Okay,
Hiniwala
okay.
yung chain sa
Respectable. You cast Shatter, and they are immediately broken free from their bounds as the stone breaks from the tower walls.
I cast sleep to...
Sa kanino?
Ano natin sila? Pareho.
Si Alten
Diba
knocked
low
out.
na sila?
Si Alten knocked out.
Knocked out. Di si lang, si tatay ni Gwen.
Marius immediately drops to a stupor. Please, don't, the brush.
1 minute lang yung sleep
1 minute yung sleep, by the way.
Okay lang yun, basta buhat nyo na. Hindi na makakatakas yan.
Okay. Oh my god. Gwen, your father is heavy.
Now. Let's go. We run away.
Go na.
Pwede ba i-rage? Si Raya mag-rage.
Oh my god, wait. Na-realize ko pwedeng tumalon si Raya mula sa window.
Nabuhat-buhat niya?
Nabuhat-buhat niya.
Sorry, game plan inaano ko na kasi.
Pwede rin si Justo, di ba, may
Wait,
jump
saan mo
din.
na magkikita? Saan mo magkikita kung
Hindi, dito
mauna si
tayo,
Raya?
punta tayo dun sa sa living
Snowfall pala.
nanay.
City of the Dead.
Oo, para
City
walang
of the
makakita sa atin.
Okay.
Okay. Nandito kayo. Tapos, dun sila. So you're gonna have to cut through a lot of the city.
Ay, shit, makikita nila yung mukha ni wait lang. I use major illusion sa mukha ni sa kanila na parang may dala lang kami na nakarawahe. Let's go.
Everyone is riding a wagon as they quote unquote as they descend down the flight of stairs and burst through the open door. And then one of them goes, "What the bloody hell?" And then the other guard goes, "The paper." Roll for deception with advantage. You trudge through the city, cutting through the city of the dead, as Maris wakes up. What's happening? What's happening?
Doon, tali niyo siya doon sa nung nanay ni Gwen. Di ba malaki yun?
Oo, pero ngayon gising na siya.
Okay lang yan, tali niyo. Matanda na naman yun eh. Ang laki-laki ni Rex tsaka ni Justo
You all go through the city of the dead, running through the gates and into the green, swarmy depths of the extraplanar zone in the city. Eventually, Alten's still unconscious, by the way. You get to Karonina's statue. What have they done? What have they done to the statue of my dear?
You have to believe me. the person in the castle with you since after I ran off is not me.
Then you're not angry at me for hiding who your father is?
No. No, okay, I don't know about that, but you've been my father ever since I was a little girl, and you've been there with me, and he wasn't.
Oh no. And then he just hugs her hugs his daughter. They've they've done things to this place. To the name. They've taken Edine. Did things to her. Short rest habang nagchichikahan at Song of Rest. Okay, habang nag-emotional moment si Gwen tsaka si Marius, nagkakaraoke si Tata. Everyone heals. They're doing things to Edine. They're turning her skin into bark. I thought you brought these tree people to the city. Even the new Archmage.
Oh no. And then I look at the others who are obviously listening. Oo. Nai-imagine ko na kunyari hindi nakatingin. Pero yung tenga ang
Ganon,
laki.
ganon.
Ganon. Anime mo.
Visually, nakikita natin yung tenga ni Rex tsaka ni Hiraya gumagalaw.
Eavesdrop.
Nagtitwitch.
Yung
Yeah.
spelling na.
I shouldn't have called your father here. Gwen,
You mean my father?
he's
here?
helping you or a fake you. I don't know how to talk about this. The elf. The nobleman. You're aware of the Gilroth family. Leonthorn. He has earned the favor. Well, your favor. He thinks it's you.
What? The noble
The elf noble, yes.
elf?
You introduced him to your other friend. The tree person they call a Bino.
And I just look at wide eyes and glance at my friends. It's like, oh shit.
You came back with this person, Gwen.
Yes.
Do you, your father hoping to reconcile after his short affair with your mother? He wanted to seek forgiveness, so you made him help you and your friend
Help. Any.
gather
In
the
what way?
nobles in this side. They've been operating on the east as the brush. And they're starting their influence here. And after their 3 years of stay, I believe they have a good hold of most of the nobles in this side of the continent.
Is there any other nobles that we could trust?
None, Gwen. None. Which I found it particularly interesting that you chose the first of Flame Rule as your wedding with Harold Hemfest. Because there's been a story in our family, Gwen. We're one of the oldest families in Waterdeep. And we have witnessed this a century ago. Legend tales of a full moon that when eclipsed will bring forth a new swarm of lycanthropy that has been simmering in the continent. This lycanthropy isn't like ordinary lycanthropy, Gwen. This is deep. Blood deep.
What do you mean?
This curse has laid dormant for at least 1,000 years. 1,000 years, Gwen. How many werewolves do you think have propagated throughout the continent? If they are let alone, unactivated for 1,000 years.
Is there any way we could stop this?
I
Lycanthropy.
have no idea. But I've heard of nobles in the Far East. They've been informed of the cult's intentions. Of the cult's intentions to bring forth a beast to counter this to counter the curse. That's why the nobles are helping them.
Beast?
The nobles don't want the werewolves. They're willing to let this beast come and eat the moon. But I feel that this beast
But-
is a greater evil than the werewolves themselves, Gwen.
I think we know what their plan is.
What is their plan?
Chaos. Absolute fucking chaos.
To let the giant serpent in. Athen groggily wakes up. What's happening here? Why are we in the
Athen.
cemetery? Sir! Kind of backs away from you, scared.
It's okay. It's me.
You had me
The-
bitten by a
misunderstanding.
werewolf. You had me bitten by a werewolf. I don't trust you anymore. Why would you do that?
It wasn't me. It was someone else. Someone pretending to be me.
Marius kind of looks at Alvin. This is the real Gwen. Alvin just kind of stand and
Di
silent.
pakita mo yung dati mong makeup.
Sige, ganun gawin ko.
Dali, dali.
Remember?
So you were the ranger I thought.
Do you believe me
He
now?
sits down and goes and just becomes silent to himself. Whoever is impersonating you has malevolent intentions for the city. Gwen, Miriam, I don't know what to call you. We have to prepare for the worst.
I think no one is prepared for the worst.
I don't know who this person is or why they're impersonating you, but they're looking to seek power above Waterdeep and with the nobles. He tries to get up, but is too weak.
Don't move. You're still weak from your beating.
You have to end her, Gwen. You have to end her. And then he hands you his bow. He killed my men, Gwen. So please finish them. Finish her with my bow.
I will. But you're
I'm
gonna
too
be
weak.
with us when all
I'm
this
too
is
weak
over.
to face her now. This is over, yes, I will join you. But now, someone needs to step up. And you're probably the best archer I've ever seen. So use my bow. Gwen, you
Yes.
you gain this. Yung muna itadrag ko. Wait.
Saan mo din
I'm still figuring it out. Ba dito? Wait. Ganito na lang. Ito na lang gagawin ko. Ito. Bam. Tapos, i-rename. You gain this fashionable bow made of elven wood. Finely crafted, very sturdy, large. The drawbring, the string, when pulled, kind of vibrates with a magical intensity. This is Athen's magical bow. This is the Beast Stalker. Use it well.
Thank you. But please, do get some rest.
Althen hands you the bow and slumps down in a tired stupor. Gwen, I don't think we have much time.
Yes.
Marius goes and says that.
Yes, Father.
I'm sorry I couldn't be a better father than I am now. I should have protected you, Gwen. I should have protected the city. I should have protected you.
No, you don't say that.
And both of them just kind of slump as he looks at the statue of Carolina. They really had to cross out my name and my crest, huh? I only married your mother to save her reputation, but I did love her. I will never forgive the beast who killed her.
Don't worry, Father. I'll try. I'll do my best.
As the party takes a silence to mourn Gwen's mother once again, and let Marius Adderbrant, the nobleman, and Althen Grighund, the city watch guard, the rest after their torturous time at the Archmage's tower. Our 5 intrepid heroes brace themselves for the inevitable meeting with Miriam the Great. And that's where we end our session for today, guys.